Greg, I think we should just go in descending order here. So if you just want to pull up the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, um, a movie that I am deeply, deeply anticipating.
Okay, I'm gonna transition, and then we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission
Yeah, they're immediately
specialist.
doing the
Sorry, what mission?
nostalgia, the
This
banner
would be a
around
medical
the statue.
breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us,
The
all
hell are
these
those?
species exist
Those
in one
long-ass
isolated
tails.
place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
I don't think you can,
More or
Scarlet.
less.
That's good. Also, are we talking about Isla
Who's your
Sorna
guy?
We're the
from
best
The Lost
at
World,
moving
Jurassic
things
Park?
And people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Loop up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
This thing.
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
The research facility for the original Jurassic Park. Was that's
Biggest
Isla
dinosaur.
Sorna, right? That
Do
was.
we have to get a sample from an egg?
Eastland Bar
Also-
or whatever, is that what they call it? Sorry, I'll pause.
Well,
Eastland
that was.
Bar?
That's where Jurassic Park was, but there was like the
It's a
research
perfect
island
target
from
for
Lost World that
parent
was
that are
like.
Oh yeah,
Isla
that's right.
Sorna.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The cinematography in this looks great. But just as I'm watching this, I mean, the way this movie looks is quite pretty. This summer, blockbusters are fucking back.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original.
Please don't say they're raptors. That's a raptor.
raptors. They're raptors. The worst of the worst
Yes.
were left here.
What the hell is that thing, dude? I think that was a classic Jurassic Park man or Jeep. Dilophosaurus popping up.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
Fuck yes. The Spinosaurus. It was like a
What the hell
horde
are
of
those?
Spinosaurus.
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Rebirth this July, the greatest birthday present a man can ask for. Goose Walker says Rebirth gives me aliens vibes. I agree. Yeah, it does have that alien vibe. I mean, even whatever the hell that dinosaur was behind the red screen in that lab, its head looks like a xenomorph. And then they said correct, and yes, I assume that was like the stuff I was asking during the trailer about Isla Sorna and whatnot. I'm gonna surprise nobody and say that I think this is exciting. I love how this looks. A few things I want to say. One, this movie's being directed by Gareth Edwards, he directed Rogue One. He also did a movie called The Creator. This guy has an eye for the camera. This movie looks good. I mean, just like the scene where like the plane is coming in on the water, or we see the like what I'm assuming is like a pteranodon or a pterodactyl flying through like the mist in between the mountains. The colors popping off the screen on Mahershala Ali's face. It like looks good. I know that people have sort of shit on the last few movies for their the way they look, but I think this one actually looks good. It seems like a low bar to clear, but I suppose it is one. Also, the story, I'm a bit confused because the original like Jurassic Park 1993, the first Jurassic Park movie, right, is like it's on like you said, Isla Nublar, which is
Isla Nublar,
where-
right? Is that how they say
Isla
it?
Nublar, yeah, where they built the park, obviously, and then in the sequel, Lost World, which was like '97, I think, they revealed that there was a second island where they were like testing everything. That's where they were like breeding the dinosaurs. That's where they were just like seeing what the hell they couldn't do, and that's where they go in that movie, and that's why it's like we're doing this again. And since then, it's mainly just been those two islands. And in this one, the way they describe it, it sounds like Isla Sorna, because they're like, this is where they were like testing. They said this is where all the dangerous dinosaurs got left. But they don't call it that, which makes me think it's not that. I feel like they would have said that because it would have been an easy nostalgia play for fans of the series. So maybe they're gonna introduce a third island, I guess. I think the dinosaurs look great. The fucking T-Rex looks cool. He's got like a striped pattern on it now. That's not Rexy. That's like a new some new T-Rex that's over here on this island. The Spinosaurus I love as a Jurassic Park 3 enjoyer. That movie went all in on like the Spinosaurus. We've got him swimming through the river. Now I've never read the Jurassic Park book, the novel by Michael Crichton, but I know that a scene from that book was never used in the original Jurassic Park, which is when they're on the river. And they've got like the T-Rex like swimming after them, but they're doing it in this movie, which I think is really dope and is a cool callback to that. That scene looks good. They're teasing some sort of like mutant hybrid dinosaur creature, which makes me think of the Indominus Rex from World 2015. But like I mentioned earlier, when I was responding to Goose Walker, this thing looks like a xenomorph head. It is really strange looking creature. But it's even got like a weird gorilla thing going on with the like the way its claws are like at the bottom of its arms. But I'm all in, baby. This July, my birthday's in July. I can't freaking wait. I am counting down the days. TJ says the big land dino in the dark looks kind of like the brute predator from the game Evolve. Oh, it does look like the thing from Evolve, yeah. Huh. Well, there you go.
R.I.P. Evolve.
R.I.P. Evolve, yeah. A 1,000 live service games have died since Evolve. Greg, what did you think?
I mean, like, I don't know how many movies we have to go through before people decide to bring real guns to these things. I mean,
Hey, they
like,
have something there.
okay, I can get the first trilogy gets a pass, but like after that, like you're going to these
They got
areas
weapons.
and you don't. They're like tranquilizer darts or something. They're not real guns, which would solve the. Which I guess makes sense because you can't have them real guns because then nothing would be a threat, right? Because you just shoot the raptor in the face, do whatever. You just but like we've never. I don't think we've ever seen. Have we ever seen a dinosaur get shot? As just last time, no one dinosaurs ever get shot with a gun. They've never been shot. The entire franchise. I think it's like the running.
They get shot. I mean, they're not running around like assault rifle SMGs, but I'm pretty sure in World were they shooting, or either World or Lost World or Fallen Kingdom. I think they were shooting.
They don't.
I mean,
They
you
don't
have,
get
like,
shot,
soldiers on
TJ. Though
CT.
they don't get shot though.
Well-
He misses, but like no one brings guns to these dangerous areas, and it really confuses me.
Well, here's the issue. These people aren't trained with fire. These are scientists. These are guys who are like lab nerds. They don't know what are they gonna do with an assault rifle. Probably do more harm to themselves than a dinosaur. Goose Walker says it's like 50-50 chance of being good. David Kep is behind movies like Dial of Destiny and Mummy, not good ones.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
so
he did
as
that.
Goose Walker mentioned,
Oh.
so but here's the thing: David Kep also wrote Jurassic Park, like the 1993 movie Jurassic Park, and this is his return to the series because he hasn't written since the maybe Lost World he might have written. But yes, he's also written bad movies. Look at the filmography for any screenwriter who's written 10 movies or more, and you're gonna find a terrible movie in there because you know what? It's more than the screenplay that makes a movie. But god damn it, I can feel the juice. You know, sometimes you just feel it. Sometimes something just feels right about a movie or a game or a show. And something just feels right about Jurassic World Rebirth. We got a new filmmaker. We bringing back the OG writer. We got a talented cast. I mean, Mahershala Ali and ScarJo, you're talking about two Academy nominees / winning actors. We've gotten away from the Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard. Don't get me wrong, I love Bryce Dallas Howard in Jurassic series. We get away from those characters. We're not doing the nostalgia Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum trio anymore. Like we've moved on. Slate's clean. I'm sure there'll be homages, but I'm excited for a new story with new characters. Look, man, she's got like a freaking assault rifle, whatever the hell she's got in her arms. They're gonna be shooting them things, but I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be good. I think that they will not let me down because also that is a huge fucking syringe. Jesus Christ.
Definitely
God,
the
these
summer
movies-
blockbuster movie.
they're just so fun. We need them. We need to be able to go to a movie theater in July and have a good time and walk out smiling and laughing. Goose Walker says, I agree. I got really tired of Chris in my Dino movies. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love his name's Owen. Is it Grady? Owen Brady in Jurassic World movies. As much shit as Chris Pratt gets, I did like him in those first couple Jurassic World movies. But yeah, by the time we got to Dominion, I was about ready to move on from just about everybody in those movies.
I've not seen a lot of animatronics in the
What's that?
trailer. I've seen a lot of CGI dinosaurs.
Well, you don't know. They
It's
use
true.
a mix.
It's true. It is a trailer. It's not showing us all the things.
Yeah, I mean it's a blend. I do know for sure though that when you see the head going into the water, that T-Rex one, I know that one is CG because I saw the ILM some animator at ILM was like, I'm glad everyone likes this shot. I animated this one where the person's like swimming in the water and you can see the head like snapping down at him. Yeah, I mean, these movies have always been on the forefront of special effects in movies, both practical and digital. As you know, we've talked about on this show, Jurassic Park was the movie that one George Lucas saw and realized, oh, the technology is finally there with computer graphics. I can make the Star Wars movies I've always dreamed of, which is how we got the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Um,
I've seen the tests. The stop motion tests are really cool. I think they're online somewhere. If you want to go watch those for the first one,
Sure.
they did like a stop motion testing for that to see how it would look.
yeah, yeah. So, gosh, I'm very excited. I love these movies. Jurassic Park is my favorite movie ever made. It is still my number one. I have seen so many movies. My top 5, top 10 has fluctuated throughout my life.
Well, how many you've gotten? You've gotten a couple TV shows, a handful of games,
Of
and how many big movies? Is this the 6th movie? The 6th movie, right?
Jurassic Park. This will be Jurassic Park 7 because they
Okay.
made 3 parks and 3 worlds, and this will
There you
be.
2
Oh, well, technically,
trilogies,
this is
and
also
then
another world. Yeah. So they did the animated shows on like Netflix, which are actually like surprisingly. It's one of those like, oh, this is better than you think it is. I believe it's Camp Cretaceous is the one.
Yeah. Moan, I laughed because my friends were watching that and they had to like turn it off and cover their child's eyes because it gets really dark really quickly.
Dude, no, seriously. I watched the first season over the pandemic with friends because we had just heard it was good. And 1, it is good, but 2, it's like sneakily like not a kid's show. Like it starts off, it's got like Jenna Ortega and she voices one of the characters. But like early on that show, like people are getting like eaten by dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And it's like obviously they don't show you a body getting ripped up, but it'll be somebody going, no, please, and then the camera cuts to
No,
like
please,
a
God.
tree. Yeah, the
hurts.
camera cuts to like the sky and you hear a crunch and you see like a flock of birds go flying. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I have a chat with some of my friends who have a bunch of kids. And they're like, don't watch. We have to watch it first. We have to watch.
Yeah.
You should. First of all, if you're letting your kids watch stuff, you should always watch it first if they're that young, just to be sure.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
that was funny,
there's a scene where they're like on a monorail trying to like escape, and like one of the friends, like one of the kids, like falls off into the trees. It's very dark, but it's a cool story because the whole idea of it, Greg, is like it's after Jurassic World. So essentially, Jurassic World's like the park's open, it's a real thing, and then everything goes wrong, right? And then people evacuate. Essentially, the story is like this group of people got left behind, like park goers, like a family, like like teens and whatnot. They were there, got left behind after the evacuation, and are stuck on the island. It's a cool show. It's got like 4 or 5 seasons. I've only seen 1, but I did like it. And yeah, there's a new game in development for Jurassic Park by Saber. I want to say Interactive's doing it.
Oh,
They
interesting.
put out like they did a cinematic trailer a couple summer game
years
fests
ago. That was years
like-
and years and years ago.
It was like
Yeah.
2023, I think. And don't get me wrong, the cinematic trailer was cool as hell. It was like somebody, first person running through the island. We see raptors, T-Rexes.
It's a
and shit,
survivor game, right? Down to a first
Yeah.
person survivor game. Yeah.
but I need to know that game is still even being made and to see gameplay. TJ says, how it's eating me, I'm being eaten.
It's being eaten. Yeah.
Ow.
I'd still
Yeah.
say my biggest, it's a dumb gripe to stand on, but like to stand on. My biggest gripe is that this is now the 7th time you're going into a park unprepared. Like bring more than 2 people. Bring
They
like
got,
they're
they
all
got like
those,
12. They got
that's
like
all
12
cannon
people
fodder.
there.
They're all gonna die, and then they're gonna get separated from the group, and then they're gonna have to find their way back to the boat, and they're gonna have no weapons because that's how the series plays out. It's kind of like I guess it's a staple at this point, just how it works, just how the thing works. Yeah.
Here's an overarching theme that I would have just mentioned here that I'll leave before we go to the next show. The whole, I think, message of Jurassic Park and is become the message of the overall series is the hubris and ignorance of humanity and us in this belief that we are the most superior and dominant species on Earth. And even things that are bigger than us and stronger than us and faster than us, we believe that we are still smarter than them, and therefore we are the alpha and they don't pose a threat to us. And it is, humanity trying to control nature and trying to play God.
Well, that's
They
Michael
say it in the
Crichton's
first
book.
one.
Yeah, that's his first.
you know?
That's his whole.
Yeah.
Those
And
themes
it's-
run entirely through his novel. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's humanity learning that lesson over and over and over. And being the humans that we are, we don't actually learn. We don't actually go, okay, wait, we aren't the kings of the world, and maybe we should just leave all these things. No,
Right.
they do it in this movie. I'm sure they're like, no, like everybody else that went and got eaten, they did it wrong and they were dumb and they weren't as smart and clever as we are. We'll be fine because we have the boat with this armor on it, and we've got this scientist that taught at Harvard for 20 years. But that's it's part of the whole point there. Goose Walker says July is looking like a crazy month for movies. Jurassic World the second, Superman the 11th, and Fantastic Four the 25th. I pray so hard that all three of those movies come out in July. Part of me thinks that one of them will delay just because, like, just the business move. It makes sense to like give yourself all the box office room. But I would love nothing more than to be able to go see Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, and Fantastic Four all within 3 weeks at the movie theater. Cinema. And speaking